Okay, guys, Mike from Newfound Past. Third time's a charm, I hope. I've had some microphone issues. First time using this iMac for a live video. I'm down in my listing area, as you can tell from the all the junk in the back. Hopefully someone will jump in here, and I think the sound is working. Is the sound working now, Michelle? I don't know if it is or not. Oh, I can hear you now. Good. I thought I can hear you. No, I'm like, oh no, not again. This is the third time I've tried this. I have this external mic and it's been giving me issues, so I'm just using the internal mic. This thing will not work. I don't know what the deal is, and it's hit and miss on my iPad when I use it. So it's just a cheapy mic. So I just unplugged it and used an internal mic. So yesterday I posted my haul video, and one of the things I listed a couple of the hard goods, and the biggest thing, have you watched anyone I don't know if you're the only one in here, Michelle. Okay. Oh, there's 6 people in here. By the big white ceramic Christmas tree from the haul video, huge thing. It was like 28 inches tall, just massive. Listed it yesterday and it sold almost instantly, just bam, for $100 plus shipping. Normally I do free shipping on stuff, and there's always debate amongst us flippers and resellers about free shipping or calculated and stuff. And for the longest time I did calculated, but as soon as I started offering free shipping, yeah, it was super quick, Michelle. As soon as I started offering free shipping, my sales just took off. So, but you gotta have your own philosophy. You know what your deal is. But that tree sold, but it's going to be a beast to pack up. It's going to be very onerous to pack this thing up because it is big. That's why I did shipping on it, because I knew it'd take some time and I knew it'd cost some money to sell it. But I've started in on it. I'll be right back here. This is the top piece of it. And basically I'm going to go through 4 steps with this. A big heavy box, of course, thick walled, thick sealed box. I'm going to line the bottom of that box with peanuts. Packing peanuts. These things are annoying, but if you got something really fragile, they really protect it. So you can get these pretty cheap. I don't have any affiliate links on my stuff yet, and I should do that, but you can get these packing peanuts on Amazon or eBay or whatever, along with the bubble wrap that I had this wrap. That was the top piece. Let me show you the bottom piece. There's some packing peanuts stuck to it, but this is the bottom piece. I've already bubble wrapped them, but that's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to big heavy box, packing peanuts, bubble wrap, paper, and then cut the box to fit. So, because the only box I had to fit this giant thing in was even a bigger box than it needs. And when you get that big, the cubic size can really get, raise your rates up and stuff. So, like I said, I already have it bubble wrapped. Oh, and to resize your box, I've already resized it, but Scott, the bearded picker, has a good video about resizing boxes. But this is the tool you use to resize boxes. Pretty simple. It has a measuring little, measuring thing on it. You just set it how much you want to cut it down to, and zip, 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 and that's it. But go check out Scott. I'm sure everybody here is subscribed to Scott. He's a good dude. Hey, Steve, how's it going? Just going through an onerous boxing process. So yeah, so I've already got it wrapped in bubble wrap. So I'm going to wrap it up in paper as well. Go ahead and do that. So I'm going to try to put this up here. This is the box I'm using. It's huge. It's a moving storage box that we still had left over from when we moved to Virginia. And it's a really heavy duty box, but it's massive. Oh, I'm sorry. That's it, Scott. I just glanced up there. Steve, sorry about that. My old eyes aren't working very good anymore. Maybe I need to get my prescription updated. But I'm down here in my flipping area, as you can. I'm set up for listing today, and yeah, just tons of stuff. But yep, just boxing this big tree up. It's huge. And we go back and watch the haul video. We paid $10 for this. Like I said, and it sold within hours of me listing it for $100. And it's not even complete. This thing would also had a base on it with a light that came up in it, and it was missing that, and it was missing most of these little ornaments. And it had like 21 of the ornaments. But it's in really good shape besides that, but it just goes to show these things don't have to be perfect for you to sell them. Wrap this up. So I got a layer of packing peanuts in that box. You know, I've wrapped it in bubble wrap. I wrapped it in paper. Now I'm also going to fill in the cavity with, I'm kind of torn on this if I should do packing peanuts or just paper. Paper weighs a lot. Packing peanuts are expensive. But I am charging for shipping. So are you double boxing? I can't double box on this thing because it's too big. It is just so massive that if I double boxed it, and the calculated shipping would just be outrageous. Clean egg carton with, yeah, I do have, actually I do save my egg cartons too. Veronica, thanks for popping in. I have some around here somewhere. That's a good idea. So, you know, we eat eggs a lot for breakfast, and I just stack up the egg cartons because just like Veronica said, you can use them for good packing, you know, good crush resistant material. So I would wrap scrap cardboard around each piece for good. If there's room in there, I may think about that because this thing, you know, it's ceramic, even though it's bubble wrapped and paper wrapped, it needs all the protection it can get, especially between the two pieces. So I got the peanuts, packing peanuts, and the base piece. So I'll probably do a layer, like Michelle suggested, do a layer of cardboard and maybe another layer of peanuts, and then the top piece. That's a good idea. So that's why I do this. And, you know, you get to packing stuff and you're like, oh, I'll just do it this way, but there's better ideas out there. So, so yeah. How's everyone's sales been? Everybody doing well? Sales have been pretty good on my end. You know, I do everything I can, you know, list every day. Even if it's 5 items, you know, everyone has those days where I just don't want to list, you know, most days, you know, but if you just list 5 things, just keep it going. A lot of times I'll come down here just to let my dogs out, you know, to go do their business, and I'll have my phone with me, and I'm like, I'm just going to knock out a couple listings here real quick. I'm selling, I could always be better, always be better. Oh yeah, my screen was shrunk down. A little slow. Yeah, it has been compared to last holiday season. It seems things are just kind of a little bit slower than they have been. Alan, your sales have been pretty good, but they're down overall last year. Yeah. And that's been seemingly the case across the board. You know, there's always going to be exceptions. You know, some people are going to crush it, but you know, overall, like, you know, on your My eBay page, your seller overview, you can compare what you did last year to this year, and it just seems like it's been about 10% down or so, and who knows why, but it just is. So, yeah. So I like that idea of the layering the cardboard. So I may have to find a piece, but you know, the main point is to be safe with these items, of course, but get your box as small as possible. My sales are pretty good, but they're down over. Yeah, me too. Down about 10%. So, but I'm doing everything I can to buck that trend, and they picked up the past week or so for me, you know. But I have been hitting it hard and heavy with listing too. So, and been lucky, found some really good items. You guys go check out that haul video if you haven't already. So, yeah, it's been really good. Anybody have any other questions or anything? I know surely everyone here is subscribed to Justin at RVA Flips. I watch his show every morning at 7:15 a.m., which is early for most people, but I'm just sitting there drinking coffee at that time. So I pop in there. I'm surprised he hasn't popped in here. He must be at a storage unit or something. Maybe he's picking up his car. He hit a pole with his car. So maybe he's getting that back. I don't know. So yeah, trying to think if there was anything else I wanted to cover. I'm going to. I may find those egg cartons like it was that Veronica was saying. I do have a stack of egg cartons. I think they're on the other side of the room over there though, so I don't want to go over there pick it out. I'm glad I finally got that sound working because I was confused. I was like, everything's plugged in. It should be working, but it just must be this microphone. I don't know. Cheap little thing. It is what it is. Austin, no questions, but I do want to thank you for all your videos and the good Kyle. Thanks, man. I mean, it's always, everyone wants to be appreciated. Just, when I decided to jump in the ring, I've been watching videos for a long time, but I've been doing this stuff since the late 90s. And I was watching these videos and I'm like, most of these people okay, and there's a good double handful of really good people, but it just seemed like that the bombastic personalities were dominating this stuff, and I'm not that way. And I was like, I have something to offer here, which is good information, not just a show. It's just not me. Even my plan all along was to go 50 episodes without showing my face, and that's what I did. I went 50 episodes with just showing stuff, with my hands and stuff, because I didn't want it to be about me. I wanted it to be about the content, about the information. So, but Andy, the Pearhead Picker, finally talked to me, and you need to show yourself, fool. So I figured, okay, at 50 episodes, if I'm still doing it, I'll go ahead. Veronica, slow trickles coming in. I have 980. That's good. I was about at 980 or so, but I've actually been selling more than I've been listing, but that's my fault, because Alan, are you full time? Do you sell on other platforms? Thanks, man. I am full time. A little bit about my story. I was just a casual seller back in the late 90s on eBay and Amazon. Sold books on Amazon, just sporadically. And I remember the first thing I sold on eBay, still to this day, was a Swarovski crystal little ornament. You remember those things? Those little Swarovski crystal ornaments. And I sold that on eBay. I started I've sold a bunch of other stuff, but it was all just part-time. I went to college in 2001, 2002 in Oklahoma, and finished my bachelor's degree in 2.5 years. Just really, I didn't want to be there for 4 years. I was an older person, not older. I was in my 20s. And I was like, I don't want to be here longer than I have to be. So I cranked it out, went summers, 18 hours full time, just full bore, 2.5 years, and finished my bachelor's degree and got offered a job in Florida from a friend of mine as a project manager right after graduating. And I took it, and it was okay. It was okay money, but nothing spectacular. And did that for a while till I met who is now my wife, and we started dating, and she was in grad school at Mizzou. So we saw each other for a while, and I was like, this is getting serious, so I need to just move there and be with her. So that's what I did. I gave notice on my job in Florida and moved to Missouri, packed all my crap in my little pickup truck I had at the time. And once I got to Missouri, couldn't find a job, as is usually the case. I couldn't find a job, so I struggled a little bit and stuff. And I just picked up handyman work where I could and when I could, just to contribute. Luckily, my wife who is now my wife, had a house, and she stuck with me. She wasn't like, this deadbeat needs to get lost. He can't find a job. But we both liked auctions and yard sales and stuff, and we would do that on the weekends and stuff. We'd go on Saturdays and go to garage sales and auctions, and we had a great auction that we were picking up just awesome stuff for $1. We spent like $20 and we filled up my pickup truck, and we were like, what are we going to do with all this crap? I'm like, I've sold on eBay, and let me list some of the stuff on eBay. And that's what I did. And had some bigger stuff too. I'm like, oh, what's a good outlet for this? Cause this is this Craigslist was around, but this was pre all these apps and Facebook Marketplace and all this stuff. This was like 2004, five, I think. And so we rented a booth at a antique mall and a flea market. There was a big antique mall, and we had some antique type stuff, and we a flea market for all of our regular stuff that wouldn't sell on eBay. And and we did that for a few months. And I was talking to the lady at the flea market that owned the flea market, and she was kind of griping and grumbling and stuff like all this stuff. And I'm like, oh, if you're going to get out. I didn't ask if she was selling. I asked her, you going to get out of this? It doesn't seem like you're enjoying yourself. She was like, I would sell it in a heartbeat. I'm like, well, how much? so, so she worked out a price and we worked out a deal, and I bought that flea market from her, and I owned that flea market for 10 years. I did that for 10 years from 2006 to 2016. And it was great and it was awful all at the same time. So, and after 10 years, my wife had an opportunity out here in Washington, D.C. that we couldn't pass up. So, luckily I found a buyer for the flea market, sold it and did well on it, and moved out here. And like, well, now what? Well, got to use my knowledge that I've learned. Oh, did you guys hear that? I love that sound. But we started hitting some of the thrift stores and stuff around here. I'm like, it's pretty good thrifting out here, way better than Virginia, or I mean, way better than Missouri. So yeah, I love that, don't you, Steve? I was like, oh, awesome. But started hitting the thrift stores, and I'm like, I'll list some of this stuff on eBay, and it has snowballed from there. I started out from, I had an eBay account, an older eBay account, and started listing stuff, and it's been snowballing ever since. And I got up to close to 1,000 listings. I have a premium store, but I've been, like I said, selling more than I've been listing, so it's dwindled down to about 880 now or so. I just got to get the listing. I got all the stuff. I got plenty of stuff. All this stuff is not listed behind me. All my listed stuff is put away nice and tidy and everything. So, some more questions here. Hi, Kelly. How are you doing? Agree with Austin. Just subscribe and have binge watched your. Oh, thanks, Veronica. I appreciate that. So, and they're fun doing it, but luckily my wife supports what I do, and she is very good at editing and design. And all the editing is all her. All the crazy nonsense is just me, But she taught it. I took a part-time gig teaching at Mizzou as well. I taught business at Mizzou for a couple of years, just as an adjunct. Nothing serious. That's one part I skipped. I did go to grad school and got my master's degree, along with all the other not random nonsense. I guess I'm a glutton for punishment. I don't know, but she taught at Mizzou as well when she was a grad student, and she taught at Mizzou for a long time, like 8 years or something. So yeah, she was really good at it. She's a really good teacher, but life has led us out here. So, but yeah, my wife does all the editing and all that stuff, and that's what make and she's part of this flipping team too. She goes out sourcing with me on Sundays, and she is just as, if not more, knowledgeable than I am about this stuff, because we've been in lockstep every step of the way through the flea markets, the auctions, the garage selling. She has been right there with me the whole way. So she's great. I don't know how she does it. She works 40 hours a week and then puts up with my nonsense, but she does. So, let me see. Hey, Kelly, you had 26 offers, 50 cents off prices yesterday. Oh, that's pretty good, isn't it? Well, they just paid. That's good when they pay. 14 watches, didn't get 4 to hit the. Oh yeah, thanks, Kelly. Appreciate that. Every bit of that helps, and I do that for Justin too in RVA flips. I'm like, come on, people. There's 50 people in here. Hit his like button. So, because and I know they're annoying. I'm not monetized. I was at 498 subscribers, and I'm only that high because of Andy and Justin. But that's what this whole community is. Everyone gets more subscribers when we help each other, and but I'm not monetized, but Justin is, Andy is, and a bunch of the other ones are. It's 1,000 subscribers and what was it? 240,000 watch minutes. Yeah, 4,000 hours. Yeah, 4,000 hours watch time, and 1,000 subscribers and they get monetized. And those little clips at the beginning of videos that are like 10, 15 seconds, just watch them. It helps them out. It doesn't give them a lot of money, but it's a few cents. um, do you sell hard goods too? I do sell hard goods. I sell a ton of clothing, but I actually prefer hard goods. Hard goods are easier for me to list. They're easier, everything. They're just not as easy to source the volume of them as clothes are. But I love hard goods. If I could be all hard goods, I would. But I can't leave money on the table with all these clothes. Veronica would love to see how you organize your hard goods. That's mainly what I pick up. Yeah, and right above me here, you see these racks. I got 2 of these big overhead racks, and they're full of bins, full of hard goods. Just the Rubbermaid bins or whatever you can find. I try to stay consistent. I do the Rubbermaid bins, and I do my clothes in clear bins so I can see what's in there. So yeah, if I could pick up the camera, I would, but I'm on the iMac. It's huge. I can't. So, oh hey Melissa, how you doing? Absolutely, it helps out when. Then all you need to get your name out. Yeah, you need help, because if you rely on just grinding, which is what I did for, when I opened this channel, obviously I didn't have any subscribers. My first video I put out, my only subscribers were my wife and my sister and my niece, and that was about it. My niece has a makeup channel that, they do makeup stuff. She's like at 100 subscribers or so. Her name's Kelsey Wilson, but she's an awesome kid in college. So let me see. Oh yeah, and Andy, I was at 0, and Andy somehow found my videos, and he was like, "Dude, this is awesome!" And he gave me a shout out on his channel, and I went from like 7 subscribers to over 120 overnight, and it's just been a slow trickle since then. It's been a slow burn. He gave me another shout out, and I went up above 200, and slow burn, slow burn, slow burn. I kind of had a dead spot around the mid 300s, and then me and Justin kind of met up and hit it off, and he gave me a shout out, and then I bumped almost all the way to 500 because of Justin. So yeah, helping each other out is the quick way to do this. I'm not saying you can't slow burn it, but helping each other out is big time. Always watch the ads. Yeah, it does help. And like Justin does affiliate links to Amazon stuff, good quality Amazon stuff like these. I talk about these peanuts. I could do an affiliate link. I just haven't done it yet. I should. It's just me being scatterbrained. I got listing on my mind. So did you post the white ceramic trick? Yes, I did, Melissa. That's what I was kind of doing this video today. I'm packing it up. I listed it yesterday. It sold within a few hours for $100 plus shipping. So yeah, and it's a beast to pack, but I've gotten a lot of good ideas from helpful people in this video. I'm doing a big box and layering it. I got packing peanuts, and I got them wrapped in bubble wrap and paper. I'm going to put like layers of cardboard, and yeah, it's going to be a beast. So it was a quick flip. I also sold that little vintage Empire blow mold. That sold instantly as well. I listed it for like 38 and change or something. Bam, it was gone. Just, Christmas stuff, That's why I prioritized listing all the Christmas stuff that I had in the haul video. I'm like, got to get it listed. And bam, bam, sold. So yeah, it was awesome, Melissa. I went to bed. I go to bed pretty early, like 9:30. We're in the Eastern time zone, so 9:30 Eastern. And just a second, guys. Mr. Man here wants some attention. Superstar. This is Mr. Hobbs. He's Mr. Good Putty. But yeah, I listed that Christmas stuff, and like I said, I went to bed. I go to bed like at 9:30, and it sold right after I went to bed. And I got up this morning, I'm like, sweet. And also that all this will be in a sold video in a couple weeks, but that hot lather machine from the haul video, if you guys watch it, sold as well. So it's like triple bam of stuff. This dude, he's Mr. He's a trip. Him and his brother. He got my shirt though. I don't wear good shirts when I pick up the cats. So good boy. So yeah, any other? Kelly, he looks just like my Dooney. We had a Burke. They were twins, but someone. Oh man, um, these boys don't go outside at all. Luckily, we've had cats in the past that demanded to go outside. Some do, but luckily, him and his brother Gatsby, they're just indoor. They chill inside. They have no interest of being out there in the wild and cold world. Luckily, just a couple. We had. I've introduced my pets before on a video, but we have two dogs. They're sisters from the same litter, Friday and Sadie, and they're half beagles, half tufted Chinese cresteds. And when we moved here, we had five cats, but Milo, he passed away pretty quick. He's just sick, and he just passed away natural causes. And we had Hobbs and Gatsby, which are brothers from the same litter. And we have Hemi, which is a huge Russian blue cat. He's like 20 pounds. It's a massive cat. Always has been. And we have Fifi. And Fifi, I had had to have her put down just a couple weeks ago. Still sad about that. She had lymphoma. And yeah, she was 14. And she had been sick and go to the vet. And we got her x-ray, and there were just tumors just all over. So yeah, made me sad. I still have some Christmas Villages Coca-Cola brand. I still need to post. I don't think it's too late. Get them posted up today. Peak sales for Christmas will be about the 15th through the 18th. So get that stuff listed. Yeah, my mom's new hubby throws them out. Oh, it's too bad. Probably won't sell. Try though. Yeah, they are. I mean, we don't have kids, and that was a choice, and because we have a plan. But so we're not adding any more pets. We've had numerous pets throughout the years, and they pass away, and it's super sad, and I cry every time like a big baby. But we're not going to add any more for the foreseeable future. Hobbs and Gatsby, I just had Hobbs. He's sitting there staring at me. They're our youngest, and they're 6 years old. So we won't get any more for a while, because we're looking at, we're in our mid 40s, but we're looking, hopefully, I'll always flip. I want to put that out there right now. I'm always going to be a flipper. People say retirement this, retirement that. You're not going to keep me out of the thrift stores. You're not going to keep me away from the garage sales. I'm going to be 80 years old at the garage sale, flipping blow molds and ceramic Christmas trees. So oh yeah, if it does, then I'm there, Kelly, because when I had to put Fifi, my wife was at work, and I had a vet appointment. I just took her to the vet. She was sick. I knew she maybe needs some meds and stuff, but they're, with her symptoms, they did that x-ray, and she was just eaten up with tumors, and I just lost it. The vet and the tech and all of us were blubbering, and I had my hat off, and I was a mess, and I'm 6'2" and 40 some odd year old man, huge guy, and I'm just a mess here, but still makes me sad. But it's okay, because she had 14 years it's not a super long life for a cat. We've had cats before. Bobby, my wife Bobby, had a cat when we got together named Charlie, and she brought him back from Okinawa when she was stationed there, and he lived till he was almost 19, and the only thing that got him was kidney failure. So yeah, before hey Carol, is that saying that right, Carol? How's it going? But it's just part of it, it's tough, but you enjoy and the vet put it good. The vet was like, and it was Fifi was a stray, she just walked. We were having a garage sale one day back when we lived in Missouri, and she just strolled up one day, little miss thing. She was probably about 6 months old, so not quite a small kitten, but not grown by any stretch. And she just hung out, and we were like, oh, I guess you're ours now. Nobody in the neighborhood. She didn't belong to anyone in the neighborhood. We checked, and yeah, we had her for 14 years, and the vet said that if she'd have just been a stray, she'd have been lucky to get 6 or 7 years. So us taking her in doubled her lifespan. So that's the way you got to think about it. And that's the way I choose to think about it. Not that she should have lived till 20, that she got 14 good years. So, yeah. All right. Well, Carol, unfortunately, you popped in. I think we're about wrapping up, 30 minutes in. So I'm going to finish wrapping up this ceramic tree. Go back and watch it, Carol. Some good information in here. So, yeah. Thanks, guys. We got up to 16. That's pretty good for me. Especially being around at noon time. Need to get some lunch. But thanks, guys. And if you guys tune in tomorrow, I'm sure Justin's doing a live video about 7:15. If you're up at that time, tune in, and I'll be on there with him. So thanks, guys. We'll see you later.